What's going on? It's David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate it. You know, we only have one rule here, and that's do your own research. Why? Because I'm not a financial advisor. So do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that like to trade stocks, talk about stocks. So welcome to the channel. I really appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's see here. See how we're looking on the day. Pretty good day in the market. The Dow, as you see, was up 1%. Kind of back and forth all day, but closed at 336 points today. And let's take a look at year to date. Still down 2%, but hey, we had a good day today. Let's just focus on the day. The S&P up 1%, 63 points, sitting at 39.19.29. So you see the trajectory here, fighting its way back up to that 4,000, hopefully. And the NASDAQ also had a good day, up 2%, 239 points, finished the day over 11,000. Well, started the day and finished the day over 11,000, but we had 11,428. And let's take a look at what may have caused the what may have caused these markets to have a good day. You always want to be in tune on what's going on in the news, right? So that can heavily impact what's going on in the stock market. So let's take a look at some of the news for the day. Quite a bit actually, but inflation gauge increased 0.4% in February as expected and up 6% from a year ago. So that's actually pretty good news. As you see, a drop in energy prices helped keep inflation in check while shelter costs increased sharply. Probability that the Fed would raise benchmark interest rates a 0.25 percentage point next week increased following the report, right? So basically what it's saying that Feds may have an interest rate hike of 0.25 instead of the 0.5 that was originally discussed. So hopefully that's a good sign. And, you know, if they're only raising it 0.25, and hopefully they can work their way to possibly, no interest rate hikes and maybe some interest rate cuts. I've heard that talk as well. So, we'll see. And you see the little article here from CNBC, and just to discuss the inflation numbers from today that came out. So if you guys get a chance, go check that out. CNBC.com. It's always good to have the app. Yahoo Finance, always good to have the app so you guys can stay in tune to what's going on in the financial world. Because if you're trading, if you have a portfolio, you want to be in the know of what's going on, because it's news like this that can have major impact on the market. So you always want to kind of be not always kind of, you want to know what's going on in regards to the financial world. So so hey, if I haven't said it before, if you see scrolling across the bottom, if you want to make a donation to the channel, hey, just any donation is welcome. Cash App, PayPal, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get right into what we want to talk about today. So if you've been watching some of my videos, you see that, we do investing challenges. I talk about dividend stocks, things of that nature. But, there is one thing that I've always wanted to get into that I just could never figure out, right? And that's option trading. And I'm still trying to figure it out. I am still trying to figure it out. But, for a beginner options person, trader like myself, after doing so much research, I think that there's one sector in the option. Well, I ain't gonna say sector, but one type of options that really, it really sticks out to me. And I said, I'm going to figure this out one way or the other. And what that is selling cover calls, right? Selling cover calls could be the ticket that I need to really plant my foot into this options game. After just kind of doing some basic research on it, doesn't seem to be too difficult to figure out, to learn, to understand. So, one of the major things that you have to do or have to sell cover calls, you have to have 100 shares of a stock, right? You have to have 100 shares of a stock to sell one cover call. So in my portfolio, I have a couple of stocks that I have 100 shares of. And one of those, well, two of those positions are Amazon and Google. I have at least 100 shares of Amazon and Google. So, neither one pays a dividend. I love dividends. So, how can I make money besides, with the price increase off these positions? I'm up 200% on both of these positions since I bought them back in 2016, right? So, but I want to be able to make money off of Amazon and Google, even though they don't pay a dividend. So after doing research, I'm like, man, this cover call thing that I keep seeing floating around, it's, I got to give it a shot. So I finally built up enough nerve to jump into cover calls. And, my purpose of selling cover calls is to make some weekly income, weekly or monthly income, however you want to do it. And, use that income to, buy more shares. And the goal that I'm having now, the goal that I want to do now with selling these cover calls is I want to get my Apple shares to 100 shares. And I'm probably about 20 shares away for getting my actual portfolio of Apple to 100 shares. So on yesterday, I did my first cover call on Amazon and Google. So let's just take a quick look real quick here. Bear with me 1 second. I rarely show my actual account online. It's not really my thing. Some people like to show them, but that's neither here or there. But let's take a look here. So let's take a look. So as you see here, this is in my Fidelity account. We sold a cover call on Google. And let's open this up here. It took place on yesterday, March 13th. You see one contract, right, for 100 shares. I have 100 shares, so that's one contract. This was the premium of 20.21, which is $21 after the commission and the fees. I collected a premium immediately to my account of $20.31. So after that, I sold that cover call, I instantly had $20.31 in my account that I can use to purchase anything that I wanted to do. Anything that I wanted to purchase, right? So that was the Google cover call where you have a strike price of March 17th, which is Friday. I'm sorry, the expiration date of March 17th, which is Friday. The strike price, $97.50. As you see, the 100 shares. I collected the premium of $20.31. And let's see here. And let's take a look. We also did one on Amazon, right? So Amazon, once again on yesterday, we did a cover call. We sold a cover call with a strike price of $99, expiration date of Friday, March 17th. One contract. The premium I collected, the premium was $30. After commission and fees, I collected $29.31. That went straight to my account that I can use for any type of purchasing that I wanted to do. So man, I'm like, if I can do this every week, and as I get more comfortable, I can really turn this into something big. So, and you see the strike price, right, of $99. Amazon was trading about 92, 93, 94, something yesterday when I completed the cover call. And I don't want, you know, the price to go above $99 by Friday. My goal is to have this contract expire worthless and I keep the premium, and we're going to rinse and repeat again next week, right? And the further out the price from the current price, the further out your strike price from what's current, that affects the premium. So if it was $96 or $97, then that premium would have been a lot higher than the $29.31 that I collected. But you don't want to run the risk of having your shares assigned and you have to sell your shares for, in my case, it would be, I'll be obligated to sell at $99, which is a win. I can always buy them back, but, I don't want to get assigned. So I picked a strike price that was, a little bit further away for me. So, but yeah, those are my first two covered calls that I sold on yesterday. And I just want to show you guys something else real quick. Bear with me. Because I like to keep, I still believe in Excel. So let's give it a little view here that maybe you guys can follow along a little bit better, right? So, I want to track everything because this is going to be a major part of what I do as far as my trading, right? I'm in the options game now. So as you see, I just made a little tracking sheet for myself like I do with my challenges down here. So we did, the date was yesterday on the 13th, symbol, Amazon, of course, Google. The expiration date, March 17th, which is this Friday. The strike price is for Amazon 99, for Google 97.5, and they both went up today. So, I got a little nervous for a while, but I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about the trade. And the deltas for each were 0.12, right? So just from doing the research and just from me starting off being a beginner, I want to keep my delta, below 0.20, right? And because these are my first trades, I wanted to be even safer and have the deltas at 0.15, right? I mean, below 0.15. As I get more comfortable, I'll hover around that 0.20, once I really get my feet in the game and, be able to maneuver in and out of the options as needed. So, which I don't think I have a problem with that. So, but yeah, so the deltas for both were in the area of 0.12, which that's considered a pretty safe options trade. So these are the premiums I collected, like we saw on the previous screen. Total was $49.62. And what I plan on doing with this $49 is to buy Apple, right? I want to increase my Apple shares to get to 100, and that way I can sell cover calls on Apple as well. Because remember, you need 100 shares to sell a cover call. So I'm excited. I'm going to rinse and repeat next week and the following week and the following week. And, these cover calls, some of these cover calls is going to be a major part of the extra income that I've been trying to bring in to go along with the dividends that we receive. So, with our other positions. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I'm super excited. I sold my first two cover calls. So this is just the beginning. It's going to be plenty more than I'm going to do in the future. But I'm in the game now. I'm in the options game. I'm in the cover call game. We're going to be selling cover calls. If you have 100 shares of a position, you should definitely look into selling cover calls on those positions. I have other positions that I have 100 shares of, but the premium may not be what it needs to be. So, for as it to make it make sense for me to do it. But as I, continue to learn, there are going to be other ways that I can still make money off of those cover calls. I just have to maybe be a little bit more shifty in how I do it. So, For my cover call experts, leave me some feedback. What do you guys think of that particular trade, that option trade for my first cover call? So, drop your comments below. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We got one rule: do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to talk about stocks and now selling cover calls. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later. I am out.